For maximum steering performance and durability, we will install the high-torque 400 waterproof metal gear servo in the TRX-4 Sport. This performance servo is designed for easy installation in most Traxxas models. With the brushless motor, metal gears, aluminum center case, dual ball bearings, and 400 ounce-inches of torque, this servo is the ultimate upgrade for steering power and response. In addition to the high-torque servo, we will install the upgraded steel servo horn, part number 8247X. Since the TRX-4 features the high-voltage XL5HV speed control, we will also install the external BEC for optimal performance. The complete BEC kit is available with part number 2262. For installation, we'll just need 2mm and 2.5mm hex tools, along with a pair of scissors or side cutters. With the model powered off, remove the battery and body. Open the receiver box and wire clamp. Unplug the original servo from the channel 1 slot in the receiver. Carefully pull the wire out of the receiver box and snip the zip tie. Flip the model over and remove the screw from the steering link. Now remove the original servo. Now, put the foam pad on the bottom of the BEC and stick it down in place on the receiver. Refer to the BEC instructions to see the exact placement of the foam pad and BEC unit. Thread the wire from the BEC through the included tall receiver box cover. Take these two screws out of the front of the battery tray compartment and lift up the front of the tray. Carefully snip the other zip tie under the battery compartment. Put the wire from the BEC under the lifted battery compartment and put a new zip tie around the two wires, but don't fully tighten it yet. Loosen or remove the ESC so that the wire from the BEC can slide behind it. Make sure the BEC wire does not get pinched between the ESC and the chassis. Now put the speed control back in place and connect it to the BEC. Use the supplied Y harness if another accessory is already plugged into the ESC. With these wires secured, tighten and trim the zip tie. Make sure no wires are pinched under the battery tray and replace the two screws to secure it. In the receiver box, unplug the ESC from the channel 2 slot in the receiver and connect it to the BEC. Now plug the BEC into the channel 2 slot on the receiver. Note that there are two channel 1 slots on the receiver, so ensure that the BEC plug does not go into one of these. Now we can install the new high-torque 400 servo. To make sure that the servo is centered, plug it into a channel 1 slot in the receiver and power on the transmitter and vehicle. Set the steering trim knob on the transmitter to the 12 o'clock position. You can now power off the model again and unplug the servo. Take the new steel servo horn and attach it to the new servo. Reuse the screw removed from the original servo horn when installing the new steel horn. The horn should be angled to the side like this. Install the new servo. Secure the wire around this clip to keep it in place. Now thread the wire from the new servo through the wire clamp into the receiver box. Plug the servo into a channel 1 slot on the receiver. Now close the wire clamp and receiver box. Make sure the wires lay flat in the wire clamp to avoid pinching or binding. The blue rubber gasket should be properly seated in the groove around the receiver box. Use the included foam pad on the upper wire clamp and use enough grease to cover the foam and ensure a watertight seal. Connect the steering linkage to the servo horn using the supplied 3x14mm screw. Now we can test out the new steering. With increased torque, response, and durability, this model is ready to take on the toughest terrain. To learn more about the high torque servo and other component upgrades, visit Traxxas.com.